Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. According to The Athletic, Manchester United are in advanced talks with Real Madrid for Rafael Varane. It also says that Man United are increasingly confident of signing Rafael Varane. Deportes Cuatro said that Manchester United and Real Madrid will announce the transfer of Rafael Varane in the next few hours. The operation will close at just over €50 million. Florentino Perez wants €60 million. Fabrizio Romano said yesterday that an official bid from Man United for Varane will be submitted in the next few days. He says Man United are confident that a deal will be completed. Varane has agreed personal terms with Manchester United. He's going to be signing a contract until 2026, so that's a 5-year deal. So yeah, it's looking very imminent. That is going to be our second major signing this summer. By the way, Varane was training this morning. Fabrizio Romano's confirmed that. But Varane has definitely decided to leave Real Madrid. He notified Real Madrid that he wants to join Manchester United. Real Madrid offered Varane a renewal contract offer, but he rejected it. Rafael Varane endured 10 years at Real Madrid, so he was a long-serving player. He made 360 appearances in all competitions, and he won a lot of trophies at Real Madrid, so reflecting on that, he's got a good pedigree as a player. Real Madrid got Varane from Lens back in 2011. Varane won the World Cup with France back in 2018, and he's won 79 caps. He is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world, but he will exceed expectations in the Premier League. And what a centre-back partnership that's going to be, Harry Maguire and Rafael Varane, because they'll complement each other very well. It also says that we want Jules Koundé from Sevilla. Who are Man United going to sign after Varane? Well, there's been a lot of midfielders on our agenda. You obviously know the news on Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid. Man United have put in a bid. We think we can sign Saul Niguez for just £45 million. Mundo Deportivo said the other week that Man United have been in advanced talks with Saul Niguez's agent. And he said Man United are the front runners to sign Niguez. Saul Niguez does want to make a move to the Premier League, but it did say the other week that Man United and Liverpool are set to rival Barcelona in the battle to sign Niguez. At one point, Barcelona were in talks with Atletico Madrid over a swap deal involving Antoine Griezmann and Niguez. Saul Niguez has a £129 million release clause. He's got a contract with Atletico Madrid until 2026. Back in 2017, Saul Niguez signed a 9-year contract with Atletico Madrid. He's been a long-serving player. He's been with Atletico Madrid for a good 13 years or so, risen up their academy. He can be deployed as a central midfielder or a holding midfielder. Solskjaer called Sol Niguez not so long ago, so reflecting on that, that fueled speculation. He'd be a good adequate replacement for Paul Pogba. Eduardo Camavinga, we're still trying to get him from Rennes. Declan Rice from West Ham, he's on our agenda. Ruben Neves from Wolves, we're in for him. It said not so long ago that Man United were leading Arsenal in the race to sign Ruben Neves. He said Wolves are willing to sell him for £35 million. And Sport Build said not so long ago that Man United submitted a contract offer to sign Leon Goretzka from Bayern Munich on a free transfer next summer. So far in this summer transfer window, Man United have made 2 signings. We obviously brought Tom Eaton in on a free transfer from Aston Villa. And we also brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund. We confirmed the signing of Jadon Sancho last Friday. Solskjaer's made it clear that he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window, and he did identify the areas in the squad where he wants to strengthen up. But I'm expecting Man United to enjoy a good summer transfer window because I am convinced that Solskjaer's going to get all the players he wants to recommend in. And it's about time he got the backing he deserves. This summer transfer window is Solskjaer's 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. We're not only going to focus on the incomings in this summer transfer window though, we're also going to focus on the outgoings as well. I think there's a very good chance that Manchester United are going to loan Brandon Williams out to gain him more experience and to get him a lot more opportunities, because Williams is our 3rd choice left back. He seldom plays for us. Alex Telles could possibly leave in this summer transfer window. He's been subjected to transfer speculation recently. Recently said Inter Milan want Telles on loan. Sky in Italy said the other week that Roma were in talks to sign Alex Telles as a replacement for the injured Leonardo Spinazzola. Telles has only enjoyed 1 season at Man United, but he's hardly played. He's made like 9 appearances in the Premier League. When we got Telles last year, I expected him to be our 1st choice left back immediately. We got Telles for £15.4 million from Porto. Telles has got a contract with Man United until 2024. Phil Jones, I want us to offload him in this summer transfer window because Jones has always been inconsistent. He was out of injury for a while last season and he doesn't get in our 11. Jones is the only outfield player that's still with us from the Ferguson era. He's been a long-serving player at Man United. He's endured 10 years at the club. We have agreed to let Axel Tuanzebe go. Diego Dalot, I think, will be leaving. He was out on loan with AC Milan last season. Andres Pereira, I'm expecting us to get rid of him. You know, he was out on loan with Lazio last season. Paul Pogba could still leave Manchester United in this summer transfer window. PSG are in for Pogba. It did recently say that Man United are expecting a Paul Pogba bid from PSG. We're expecting PSG to make the move for Pogba before the transfer window shuts. PSG are confident that £43 million will be enough to get Pogba because PSG have held talks with Pogba's agent Minio Raiola. Not so long ago it said that Pogba was discussing the personal terms with PSG. But it did say at that point PSG had made no formal contact with Man United over Pogba. PSG want to partner Pogba alongside Wijnaldum in their midfield. PSG are willing to put some of their players up for sale to fund the Pogba move. But Foot Mercato said a few weeks ago that Pogba wants to join PSG this summer. Ole recently gave us an update on Paul Pogba's contract situation. He said Man United remain in talks with Pogba's representatives over a new contract. Pogba rejected a new £50 million contract offer at Manchester United. So reflecting on that, he's set to leave. Sky Sports said that Paul Pogba is increasingly unlikely to sign a new Man United contract. Pogba's current contract expires next year because last season we triggered that 1 year extension on his contract. It said a new contract for Paul Pogba could see him stay at the club for the rest of his career. And it said not so long ago that Paul Pogba decides to run down his contract and then he'll make a decision on his future next summer. But Pogba has had a long-running transfer saga. He hasn't only been linked to PSG, he's been relentlessly linked to a move to Real Madrid. His former club Juventus have been in for him. He did enjoy 4 good years with Juventus before he rejoined Man United. Inter Milan have been in for him before and Barcelona have been in for him. Pogba produced his best performances for Man United in the last couple of months of last season, but he was out for a while last season with a thigh injury. Pogba's endured 5 seasons at Man United since he rejoined. He's our most expensive signing at the moment because we paid £89 million for him and he's won 3 trophies at the club so far. Minio Raiola has obviously been desperate to get Pogba out of the football club. He did a lot of talking last season. He made an announcement back in December last year saying that Pogba's career at Man United is over. He said he's unhappy and he has to leave and he's got no intentions of extending his contract. Ole was furious with Minio Raiola's announcement. Daniel James, he's been subjected to transfer speculation before. We got Daniel James for like £18 million from Swansea. At one point last season, Daniel James was out of the team for a while and then all of a sudden he got his way back into the team. There was a period where he got a lot of games under his belt. I initially thought Martial, Donny van der Beek, Lingard, Matic and De Gea were going to be leaving, but it looks like now they're going to be staying. I recently gave you the news on Lingard and Martial. Solskjaer hinted that Lingard and Martial have a role to play for next season. Solskjaer actually said, was it after the 2-1 win against Derby, that Lingard is part of Man United's plans for the new season. At one point, Lingard told Solskjaer in a meeting that he wants to stay at Man United, but he demanded regular game time. And he says Man United were preparing to offer Lingard a new 3-year contract worth £130,000 a week. Lingard's current contract with us expires next year. We've set the asking price for Lingard, it's £30 million. West Ham do want him, but they've been struggling to meet our asking price. Lingard did have a 4-month loan spell with West Ham. Everton have also entered the race. Lingard did recently score in our 4-2 loss against QPR in that pre-season friendly. As you all know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer recently signed a new 3-year contract at Manchester United. So that keeps him at the club until 2024. There is an option of a further year. I think a lot of United fans won't be happy with us giving him this new 3-year contract, because I'm very sceptical that he's going to see out this new 3-year contract. I think Ole has under a year left on the current 3-year contract he signed when he got the job permanently back in March 2019. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got big expectations to exceed for next season. I'm expecting Solskjaer to be sacked at some point next season because he isn't the long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. Solskjaer has to win a trophy next season. He's not yet won a trophy as Manchester United manager, and he's been in charge of the club now for 31 months, which is over 2 years. And we haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is 4 years ago now, and that's nowhere near good enough to our standards. And next season, Solskjaer must improve his decision making, because in a lot of the games he's managed so far at Man United, he has been tactically naive. But Solskjaer's ambition for next season is to win the Premier League. I don't see us winning the title under Ole. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago now. We appointed Solskjaer in December 2018 to replace Mourinho, and he's been permanent Manchester United manager since March 2019. We're given the job permanently back in March 2019, reflecting how well he did as the interim manager. A lot of United fans thought we made a big mistake giving him the job permanently. Ole knew though when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin, and he knew he had a lot to do when he came in. In a way, I'm surprised Solskjaer is still Man United manager, because we've endured very bad periods under him where he's been very close to getting sacked, and last season we lost the Europa League final to Villarreal. But whatever happens regarding Solskjaer, we'll always adore him, because at the end of the day he is a club legend. Before Solskjaer was with us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde, but they're not a big club. He endured 2 spells at Molde, and before Molde he was at Cardiff, and his record at Cardiff was disastrous. So reflecting on that, he hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. Solskjaer has spent over £300 million as Manchester United manager. Must have brought a good 15-16 players in now. He's got rid of a lot of players since he's come in. You know, Ole has got us to like semi-finals. Obviously got us to the Europa League final last season. Got us to the FA Cup quarter-final as well, didn't he, last season? But it's not bad, but it's not good enough, because that doesn't win you trophies. You know, in Solskjaer's first full season, got us a third place finish, didn't he? Last season got us a second place finish. Solskjaer's more or less given everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players. And Solskjaer does have a lot of trustworthy in his young players, to his credit. In general, I've got to say Solskjaer has done a good job to steer the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. To be honest with you, I didn't expect Solskjaer to do as well as he has done, so in that aspect, I am shocked. I've criticised Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United, but I've had my reasons behind it. But I reckon Solskjaer is our best manager since Ferguson. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, like, explore on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.